Tomorrow, 6 to 10 on Fox Sports 9.
You're hot. All right, let's get to our G2G bars. Game changers for the weekend. Of course, G2G protein bars now available at Costco in the refrigerated section. Grab one if you're on the go. They have all kinds of different flavors. Go online to g2gbar.com and check it out for yourself. So this is where we kind of talk about some positive game changers from the weekend. And I'm going to kind of go outside the box a little bit. Oakland A's fans.
Okay.
So the final Bay Bridge Series game at Oakland Coliseum took place yesterday. And they had just close to 33,000 people watching the A's and Giants battle it out. And this is the last time these cross-town rivals will play in the same city like that. The main concourse was packed. All the sections were packed. Giants won 4-2 in 10 innings, so it was a really good game. Came down to the wire. And it was a busy weekend. I'm sure they ran out of all kinds of concessions there because they're not used to all these people, because Saturday's game drew close to 38,000.
Wow.
And the A's won that in a shutout. Yeah. So here, through 123 games this season, the A's are averaging just over 20,000 fans on the road and at home. They're only averaging 9,900 in the 60 games at the Coliseum.
It's amazing to me.
Like a minor league team.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate. And I love the venue of going to Oakland Coliseum.
Oh, it's a piece of crap.
It's a garbage.
It's an awful.
I like playing on the field. I like the field. I like
what does that have to do with you playing on the field? We're talking baseball.
And I've been to a few games there as well, too.
So you played on the baseball field?
Yes, we did.
You did? You were a baseball player on the baseball field.
When I was with the Bills, the Raiders played on that same field. I like the venue. I like the field.
Oh, my God.
There were 9 yards.
I'm telling you right now,
I can't say what I want to say on the air.
No, it's a dump.
Yeah,
no,
thank you.
It is now.
It was a dump when I was
always been a
covering
garbage.
Yeah, for baseball. Yeah,
you just like to be on the road because you were in a uniform in the NFL. You didn't care where stadium you played in.
The locker rooms aside, I like the venue. I like the fans. I liked in reference to the weather, the temperature,
the black hole,
all the above. It was a fun place to play as far as being on the road.
Did you feel safe?
Absolutely felt safe.
Oh, that's
talking late 70s, early 80s, man.
Yeah.
That was the deal.
In the 2000s, when the of course the Raiders were playing there, and they would have these towers, police towers, with freaking guns, and they're patrolling all around because the crowd.
Maybe for Raiders games, but for A's games, we've been there many times, taking the BART there, going to Oakland A's games. Going to visit.
Did you live in the Bay Area?
No, we got a lot of recruiting trips. I was with Motorola.
Oh,
so we go in there and do career fairs.
So you'd be on the field as a Motorola guy? Where you guys
get pretty
10
close.
by 10.
Hey, when there's only 8,000 people there, you get pretty damn close to the field. But I loved the venue as far as going there. But I love playing there, and I love visiting it, despite the locker room.
So
he was selling phones there.
With that, we are going to get into a little bit later tailgating. Okay. Which teams throw the best pregame parties? What are the top tailgating spots across all the NFL stadiums? It's a really cool story that we will share coming up at 3:00. All right, Manuch, who's your G2G?
I got to go the Bo Nix. I think soon to be the starter named by Sean Payton for the Broncos.
Yeah, what a stretch that is today, Manuch.
But he just this last game, 8 for 9, 140.7 passer rating. Looks comfortable throwing the football, 80 yards passing, had the one touchdown pass, had one called back. The other thing I like about him as a rookie is getting the ball down the field, matriculating the ball down the field, pumping it down the field, over 9 yards per completion. Runs very, very well. So I think that my G2G protein bar game changer is going to be throughout the season. My prediction, that'll be one Bo Nix, who had a heck of a game, second preseason game to lead his team in preseason down the field.
Can we mark this tape? This is the biggest prediction of the year.
I'm going out on a leaf here.
This is almost. I put it at the same level as Jimmy B saying Oregon.
Watch out for Oregon.
Watch out for Oregon.
Well, Rock, I could have told you and me. We could have said that when Bo Nix got drafted first round that he was going to start this year.
Yeah.
Well, there was not a doubt that he would now start
in Denver.
And I agree with that. But I think he's convinced Sean Payton. They can handle all the above with was it Stidham, the veteran that's in front of him?
Jared Stidham.
Yeah, Jared Stidham's the guy in front of him. And I think what he's done in the preseason to show what he's shown has pretty much not going to go out on a limb yet, convinced him that he's going to be the starter. He should be named the starter this week.
I'm surprised, Brock, you didn't throw a party for me because I did not have Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese as my G2G performances over the weekend. I thought that would have been at least a party favor, something like that. But no, I went outside the box as well. And Mike Tyson, remember, he was going to fight Jake Paul in Dallas. He had an episode, a health scare on a flight one day, and so they had to cancel that flight. Well, they had this big press conference in New York. Tyson's there. Jake Paul is there, and they have rescheduled that fight now. Coming up November 15th, it'll be in Dallas. Mike Tyson, 58 years of age, against Jake Paul, who's like mid-20s and has a 10-1 record in boxing. And I know we're going to sit here and we're going to say, nobody wants to see 58-year-old Mike Tyson and this Jake Paul clown. Well, but he's going to watch. As we get closer to the fight, I know you won't, but as we get closer to the fight and the hype train gets longer and longer and longer, people will indeed watch Tyson and
I'd
Jake
much
Paul.
rather take that $79.99 and put it in that slot machine right there.
I agree.
And it'll go just as fast as watching that garbage.
Did they ever disclose what his health scare was?
They did
Did
not.
ever?
Well, they said it was ulcer related.
Okay.
But they didn't, say it was kind of like a statement from his peeps.
So there you have it.
Ulcer
Our
related.
G2G. Good job, boys.
I was
Thank
going to
you.
say it's on Netflix. Actually, it's not on.
Yeah.
it won't be $80. It'll be $10.
whatever
On
your
that
whatever Netflix
subscription.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Still in the slot machine though. That $10
Yeah.
you put in the slot machine.
Or you might watch it on Netflix.
No, I'm not going to watch it.
Okay.
There's just no interest.
Okay.
All right. Let me throw this out to you guys. The NFL